Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and today I'm going to be doing the Christmas Eve book tag. This tag was created by Sam over at Sam's Nonsense and I'll leave the links to her original video down below. Firstly, we have Christmas Eve morning. What is a book you wake up excited to read and one you anticipate reading or one you read in the past that you want to get back into? At the moment, I'm excited to be reading Mr. Majestic by Elmore Leonard. The other day, me and my dad were watching a film and I found out that the film was adapted from a novel by Elmore Leonard. It was a western from the 1970s and it was the sort of film that I enjoy simply because you don't have to think too much about it and it's just pacey. I wanted to read some of Leonard's fiction before I went into actually buying the book that the film was based on, and we had some at the shop, so I have borrowed 4 of the books, and this was one of them, and I've already read quite a lot of this. It's only 150 pages, and again, Elmore Leonard has the style of writing that works quite well with this genre of book. Exactly what you would expect from this era of writing in this style of writing, and I am looking forward to reading more of these books and seeing what I think. At the moment it's reminding me a bit of Cormac McCarthy, so I'm wondering whether that's going to continue. Next we have Christmas Eve breakfast. What are your favourite treats during the holiday season? I mentioned in my last video that I have given up sugar. Last year I said I really liked the German gingerbread, is it Lebkuchen, and Christmas cake. And Christmas is really the only time of year that we ever get Ferrero Rocher out in my family, and you know, I used to get one of them every year and I won't be having that this year, so I don't really think there are any savoury Christmas treats. Family time. What is a book that fills you with happiness and love, the warm fuzzies in general? I'm going to mention this book because I've only just read it and it's there at the forefront of my mind. And that is The Trouble with Goats and Sheep by Joanna Cannon. I mentioned it in my last video. I'm going to mention it a lot nowadays. It's one of my favourite books, and throughout it was just a joy to read. Everything about this book just made me feel extremely happy to read, and I liked the style of writing, I liked what the book was about, and it was just cosy, and it was very understandable for a British person anyway, and it's nice to read something that you don't have to think too hard about. I mean, I don't think too hard generally, but it's nice to happen in fiction too. Christmas carols. What are your favourite Christmas carols or songs? I made a video of my top 5 Christmas songs last week, and I will link that down below. I didn't really include any carols, but I suppose there's Silent Night. I have a soft spot for Away in a Manger because when I was at primary school they featured my school on Granada Reports for a few days, and there was some video going around. I think my class was singing Away in a Manger, so I have a soft spot for that song. Also developed a kind of liking of All I Want for Christmas Is My 2 Front Teeth. I just think that's a brilliant mastery of art. Maybe Zat You Santa Claus as well, because that's the only song that I hear on this Christmas CD we have at work that doesn't make me want to throw a bauble at somebody's head. Anticipation. What is a book release you are very much anticipating? Windwitch by Susan Dennard. I have been following Susan Dennard's career since she was on Let the Words Flow, which is now publishing Crawl. I'll leave some links down below. I really like the Something Strange and Deadly series. The Truthwitch series I was looking forward to because it was one of my favourite writers writing fantasy. It didn't let me down, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel. You hear sleigh bells on the roof and are so excited you can't sleep. What is a book that kept you up all night? And for this I chose Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. I decided to choose a book from this year because really I have such a poor memory, but this is the second book in the Farseer trilogy and my favourite out of that series. The first book took me a while to read, and then I started this and I couldn't stop reading it. I read it over the space of, I think it was like 2 or 3 days, and it is one of those books that I would forego sleep for. I mean, that's perfectly easy for me. I am plagued by insomnia. So, Royal Assassin. And finally, it's Christmas morning and Santa has come. What is a book on your wish list that you hope to unwrap? It's A Crown of Cold Silver by Alex Marshall. I saw this book at the library and decided I didn't want to take it out of the library, I wanted to own it, and so asked for it, and hopefully it arrives, and if it doesn't, Amazon. this warrior queen type person has been on the warpath, killed a load of people, then faked her own death, and then years later someone's pretending to be her, so she's got to go back out into the battleground. And the blurb just gave me ideas of Xena Warrior Princess, and we all know how much I enjoyed that show. So, well, I know how much I enjoyed that show. Me and my cousin know how much I enjoyed that show. I'm looking forward to it. Don't get it, just go and buy it, because, you know, that's what I've been doing all this overtime. That is the entirety of that tag. I won't be tagging anyone. Just don't do that sort of thing. I'm just kind of antisocial, so, you know, I jump on bandwagons and don't invite people with me. If you do want to do this video though, please do so, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.